Alright, so this little mare has been here for a couple of weeks now, and you know, I've introduced her to her first saddle, first bridle, long reining, and you can see she's mouthing nicely. I'll leave her out here while she's mucked out in the tack like this, and she can have a wander around, just familiarizing herself with the tack and the equipment. And you can see she's quite happy with that. And then the next level of work is for her to be long reined, which she's done a bit of now. So I just wanted you to see her progress. You good girl. Hello. You right? Oh, baby. Lovely day, isn't it? Lovely day. So those of you that have been following me, you'll know how I set these long reins up. Went through it on the last video with this mare. Reins crossed in front of the saddle. I'm going to pop the near side rein on, put the other one over the middle of the saddle so it hits the ground. Go round, pass it through this stirrup, clip on. Don't do that, you silly thing. Oops. And then long rein her away. Come on, baby. What a good girl, aren't you? So obviously the thing here is just, she was quite kicky actually. She went through a phase where she just objected to this rein behind her. I think she might have been coming into season and she was just a bit objecting to stuff going on around back there. As now she seems all right again. Good girl. And obviously the purpose of this is to teach a horse how to go forward into the bit and to steer and to stop. Come on, baby. Oh, good girl. Aren't you? Aren't you a good girl? And you know, put her up to a walk, change direction. Obviously this stuff really preps you for when she's ridden, preps her for when she is ridden so that you can click her up into a trot. She's comfortable in a mouth that you can turn her when you want to. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, good girl. Hot day, isn't it? Good girl. It is very hot today, so I won't do an awful lot with her, just because it's, you know, being the colour she is, she's going to be absorbing that heat, and this sand is reflecting. Sorry, I'll do that up because it's banging on my microphone. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. That's a good baby. Such a good girl, aren't you? So it's more brain work now. It gets to that point where you don't have to do a lot of physical stuff with her. It's more just getting her thinking about what the detail means. So just asking her to slow down. Come on, keep moving. Don't stop. Come off the fence, change direction. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Oh, good girl. And we'll go the other way. So, you know, on days like this where it's hot and you don't want to get a horse too hot and bothered, just spend it doing some brain work. Once you've, come on baby, you're a bit lazy today, aren't you? Come on. you know, just calling the changes a bit so that she has to refer to what you'd like her to do rather than doing what she'd like to do. Come on then. And it doesn't matter what cues you use to associate, or you know, what verbal cues you use to associate with the movements at this stage. You know, you can change those, come on, whenever you want. I just click, make myself active while I'm clicking, like this, just to pick her up a bit. Good girl. And I'll tend to use that with young horses just when they're being ridden for the first few times. You can associate whatever word commands you wish. If you wish to use them at all, you don't have to use them. You're not allowed to use them in a dressage test, so really you should get a horse just feeling you. So that when you squeeze or when you touch them on the side of the mouth with the rein, they respond. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, and I'll pull her up. Ooh, ooh, you're a good girl, aren't you? Come on. Come over here. Come on. Keep moving. Come on. Come on. Good girl, that's better. Come up. You know, she's quite a laid-back sort of character, and that's not to say she wouldn't have some sort of attitude if she was approached wrong, but she's pretty chilled out. But she is one of those, she's quite a tough lady, she's not a pushover by any means. So as you know, as we get her into it a bit, I'll ask a bit more of her. Come on. Again, just calling the changes, deciding on different paces for her, pulling her up, changing direction. Come on, now move through that turn. Come on. Come on. Good girl. You. Come on. Good. Alright. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Well done. Oh. You know, I might introduce the mountain block to her today. Just out of interest. See how she is with it. She's just seen some stuff happening out there in the countryside. It's brought her attention back. This is something different, isn't it? Hmm? Oh, so you look all baby now. Again. What's happening up there, huh? Hmm? Stop it. This was the strap that was holding the stirrups together underneath her belly, so I'll just shove it there, get it out of the way. Get these reins out from here, free them up, so I've got her. You like chewing those reins, don't you? Bit of a hooligan. Come on then. Come. Let's bring her close to this because she hasn't really seen it before. Have you? Hmm? What's this? It's quite good to have a block with a few steps like this, because you know, obviously to get right on top of the block to start with might be a bit intimidating to a horse. I'm just on the second rung here. See how she feels about that. Yeah, good girl. Aw, aren't you clever? Aren't you? So, you know, I've got no real intention here other than introducing this to her now today. Come on. And so it's not like she has to get paranoid that I'm going to launch myself onto her. Good. Yeah, I just want something close to correct, and then I will make a fuss of her, leave her in that position for a bit, and then move her on, ask her for a bit more, maybe a bit more than that there. So that I can just cue little steps. She's giving me a little bit too much at the moment. I just want to be able to cue a little step, tiny amount at a time, so that I can correct her. See, that's good. Well, ish. Just wanted to move one, really. There, come on. There, that's it. Just something. Little ones. Little steps. And I snuck that in, just jumping up to the top rung there. She didn't really notice, because she's concentrating on what I'm asking her to do with her feet. No, a bit more. And the other thing is, you know, have your mountain block in the middle of a space so that you can move a horse around it. There, look. That was a really good move there. Just so you can move a horse around it, and they don't learn to try some of those little trick moves where they swing their bum out. If you're against a wall, and you bring a horse, or your mountain block's against the wall, and you bring a horse up to it, and they learn to swing the back end out. You see, I'm moving. When she swings her back out, I'm just asking her to step forward. She'll just find herself in the position I'd quite like her, which is for her shoulder to be in front of me. Come on, Pickle. Come on, I know. She's a real baby, actually. She does lose concentration. There, that's it. So you just sort of tell her what's good, what's right, bit by bit, bit by bit. That's really good, sweetie. Come on, a little bit more, little step. That's it. Good. That's enough. And that's what I want. Just like little increments like that. Tell her she's good at each point. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Isn't that a funny thing?